What's up, y'all? It's Avalanche, and I'm going to share with y'all a purchase that I made, and I am pretty excited. Before you ask, did I spend rent money on them? I did. So now that we got that out of the way, these are the Balenciaga Hummer Boots with the charms, because I believe they have a different pair that does not have the charms, and they look a bit more like submarine boots or like some kind of like navy boots. Anyway, here they are. I'm gonna make sure I get like a nice close up on the babies. They were very expensive and I wholly intend to get every single cent, okay? Every single cent out of these. So the person who designed these, you can tell, was probably going through something, and that's okay because I was too when I bought them. So if you're shorter, if you're on the shorter side, these will give you about 1.5 inches boost. And I'm starting off with that because I get that question a lot. I am not short, so I don't. So off rip, these run exceptionally big, okay? I wear a men's 10, so I purchased a 43 in these. I ended up having to exchange it twice, going down to a 42, which was still too big, and then I ended up getting a 41, which honestly is still a little bit big. But they only have a size 40, I believe, at one specific retailer. I don't remember where, and I didn't feel like doing all of that. So I ended up just sticking with the 41, and I intend to maybe put an insole in it and then just calling it a day. Highly recommended that you try your size before buying these, for real. If you got some nice meaty calves, I would say that the shaft of this boot is not forgiving. I do not have thick, meaty calves. I wish I did. But I mean, also, you could probably loosen up the front lace hole portion of the boot. Maybe even wear the zipper side down, you know? Like, there's ways you can make it work, but if you want to wear it how it's designed to be worn, laced and zipped, you gotta watch them calves. As I mentioned earlier, the charms are the personality of this boot. The charms are completely what make this boot stand out from the other ones in the line. Because honestly, let's be real, without them, they're just an aggressive work boot. If you hide the charms, these literally look like an aggressive pair of work boots. You will lose a charm. You will. So now the pros. These definitely have main character energy. People are going to ask you where you got your boots if they don't read, the charms, or if they can't read the charms. Number 2, they're versatile. You can actually dress these up or down pretty well. You can throw on a pair of cargos. You could throw them on with a structured coat. I wear them with shorts. I'm about to go outside after I record this video, and I'm surely about to wear my boots because, like I said, I'm getting 1,000 blank, 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 blank steps in, trips in, miles in with these boots because they cost bread. And I will say the comfort, aside from the weight, the comfort of the boot after the break-in period, which is short, is good. They're pretty comfortable boots. I'm not gonna lie. Now the cons. First and foremost, the price. We're just gonna keep it a stack. But if you're familiar with Balenciaga and their pieces, unless you get them secondhand, you're gonna pay that Balenciaga price. So I suspect that if you're even looking at these boots, you know what you're going to get yourself into. You know what you're trying to do. And if you're looking at Balenci, if you're trying to be a Bally babe, you're gonna pay that Bally babe price. Number 2, I would say the weight. These boots are heavy as hell, okay? This sole it's a substantial boot, you know what I mean? It's a boot where people hear and see you coming. And that's honestly why I got them, They're definitely an eye catcher. People are gonna look at your feet. It's a conversation starter, absolutely. But now I'm going back into pros. Let me not try to sell you on the boot. Let me talk about the cons. And I would say off the top of my head, number 3, losing the charms. I think the rings around some of the charms are a little bit big. So I haven't looked, and I probably should, just to see how much it would cost to replace some of these charms if I end up, when I end up losing one. I've been pretty good. I almost lost one, and I definitely was on my hands and knees patting the floor trying to make sure I picked it back up because it is what it is. The charms make the boot. You gotta keep your charms. So at the price point that I paid in New York City with tax, are they worth it? I would say yes. The leather quality, just the structure of the boot, the versatility of the boot. You get you a nice calf workout, a leg workout when you're wearing them. I like, let's be real, I like a little bit of attention from time to time, and these are definitely some attention grabbing boots. People will ask you about them, and if they don't have the courage to ask you about them, they'll stare at them. And if they stare long enough, they're gonna see where you got them from, and they're gonna give you a little nod of approval, like, okay, you pay rent money on those. And that's what I like. So if you resonate with some of those reasons, yes, I think these are worth it. They're a really cool pair of boots, all jokes aside. However, if you are trying to buy these because they're trending, I think you're gonna regret them very, very quickly, because they're extravagant. So I would say if you saw these online and something in your soul said, yeah, you know, like something resonated in your soul, I would say go for it. I think you'll definitely get a lot of wear out of these and you'll have a lot of fun in them. I would say don't purchase these for any other reason. Unless they resonate, you're going to regret it. So nice, short, sweet, because I'm about to go outside. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If there's something that I left unanswered, I am happy to let you know, because I know that when I'm purchasing something at this price point, I try to look for reviews and I find that they are being put out there less and less. So yeah. All right, peace.